to Bellator, Cris Cyborg. Born and raised in Curitiba, Brazil, member of the famed SHOWTIME team. Cris Cyborg, the most feared female in the history of mixed martial arts.
And it is all over. Cris Cyborg is the Bellator Featherweight World Champion.
To the body early. Matches up physically, Josh, with Cris Cyborg, maybe as well as anybody she's ever faced.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. I just feel like John and I have been talking about this for weeks now. This is where she wins the fight. Sure, maybe it won't be the most exciting fight, but when you're fighting the GOAT, okay, this is the type of things that you need to do to control the pace, control the distance, make sure you don't get hit shots with shots like that.
And make sure you don't take the knee on the way out, right?
Nice exit by Cris, and beautiful short takedown. Doesn't have that bottom game where she's real dangerous. She is a top game fighter.
Cris Cyborg, believe it or not, has never won by submission. They're back up.
How often do you see someone just pop up like that? That's the physical size of Julia Budd, able to get back to her feet against Cyborg.
It was very impressive when you think about how she did that.
This is where Julia Budd needs to keep the fight high up on the underhook, against the fence, doing work, knee in the legs, slowing Cyborg down. Don't try to force the takedown.
I asked her, win, lose, or draw, would your career have been complete if you did not have a fight against Cris Cyborg? She said, no way. She's had goals that have nothing to do with the belt, but those goals have led her to become a world champion. Now she faces arguably the greatest of all time in Cris Cyborg.
And this is a grueling style of fight.
The title holder for nearly 3 years, Julia Budd, 3 minutes into this fight.
Cris landed a very nice knee to the body there.
Big right hand though by Julia, she stepped in.
The slip by Cyborg after the kick.
Or that triangle, she's gotta get that other hand inside her. She needs to pull her arm out.
Going for the arm.
She needs to stack her. She needs to keep her stacked. Nice shrug of the head.
Beautiful job by Julia. Remain calm. Slides to the side.
Nice job on the crossface, keeping her back flat to the mat.
Yeah, she needs to get that hip down.
She's a switcher hits actually towards her legs.
Yep.
Stay and face her. Chest down. See, the problem is for a lot of people is they stay up on their knees. They need to actually just lay flat, put their hips over
down.
their face.
Good goal for
Julia Budd continues to apply pressure. The knee.
She was trying to knee the shoulder.
Heavy leg kick, 45 seconds left in round 1.
Oh, nice
She
right
fires
hand.
away.
Big right hand by Cris. This is where Cris becomes very dangerous. On top, she is explosive.
Big John, who gets round 1?
No, it was a very close round, but there were some things that happened in that, and I give Cris Cyborg round 1.
She's breathing pretty heavy right now. You see her mouth is open.
Both of them are breathing kind of heavy. I think it is. There's so much pressure. There is an adrenaline dump, and you've got to get through that.
Under a minute on the clock here. Fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. Featherweight title on the line.
What I don't like what I'm seeing right now is there's a little tell every time Julia's gonna throw. She lifts that lead leg before she does anything. It's a tell that she's gonna do something, so that gives Cyborg a chance to take a step back and get out of range.
Both of these women have complete games, shooting for the takedown right on cue.
Nice on that snatch single. What she needs to do is she needs to pull her away and step behind or get her feet moving.
Another good knee from Cris Cyborg, John.
Nice response. You see that Cris not only fought off the takedown, but left her with the reminder of you don't want to do that.
Big John, your scorecard.
Scorecard at this point, I have Cris Cyborg up 2 rounds to nothing.
All she had to do is, as John was saying, as the fight goes on, she should be gaining more and more confidence. That's all her husband was trying to remind her.
That's exactly it. Do you believe in yourself or not?
Well,
It's mental at this point.
One of the hardest things, if you're Cris Cyborg, is you're always that one with the target. And Julia Budd being the champion, She had that target on her with every other person. Now she finally had to have someone that she could put a target on.
What she needs to do is put her feet on the hips. She doesn't want to be underneath her like this. She's got to put the feet on the hips and kick her back. Get up from there. You cannot afford to hang out with your hands behind your head like she's doing right now. I hate seeing fighters do that. It drives me absolutely crazy because that's a jiu-jitsu move. You see top jiu-jitsu guys sometimes do that like, I'm so good on the bottom, I don't have to worry about you passing my guard. In the meantime, she just missed her punch and she has missed her opportunity to get back to her feet.
And she just passed her guard.
Yes.
Draw your bud. Was finished by Amanda Nunes in her second professional fight. Last seconds of this round, big ground and pound from Cyborg. That mentality that she can come back in this fight. And at this point, to win, finish Cris Cyborg, who has landed 101 punches through 3 rounds.
Basically doubling what Julie's been able to put out. Nice chop the body.
There's some more. Look at that.
She's in trouble on this one.
And the knees, more hands.
He is in trouble, Mike.
Big trouble.
Big shot again.
This is the Cyborg that we have watched.
Body shot heard.
And it is all over. Cris Cyborg is the Bellator Featherweight World Champion.
The new Bellator Featherweight World Champion, Cris Cyborg.
Don't forget to subscribe to Bellator MMA for the hardest hits in the cage.
Can we talk for a second about the stare down? That kind of gave me chills. I wouldn't want to stare down either one of them.
Gotten a lot of kicks early from Cris Cyborg.
Both ladies are coming out doing exactly what we talked about in our
She needs to keep that front foot inside that circle. She keeps it inside that circle, making for a different fight. We saw in the beginning of this portion, this is where she does not want to be.
This is exactly what I was talking about with Cyborg. You watch when she goes against a good striker, most of the time, she will work her way to inside, getting inside as far as double unders, pushing them to the cage, and beating them up.
Incredible athlete.
When you're talking about inside fighting, this dirty boxing, inside fighting, nice sweep of the leg to bring her down. All of this is, there is so much technique that is actually applied. People don't, they think that, oh, it's not that difficult. So much is going on, a lot of energy is being burned, but this is exactly what Cris Cyborg needs to do. Hands and elbows, this is right here, bad position for Arlene. She really needs to work and get herself at least back to a half guard if she can.
Getting heavy.
And there's a lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I've always been against trying to hold and hug from that bottom position. You need to be pushing on the hips. As soon as they go to posture up, start pushing on those hips, not trying to defend and control the position.
She's in trouble early, trying to buck off. Cyborg holds on.
Good job of Blencowe to at least get herself back up to her knees.
Cris is a little high, so
She is a little high.
if Arlene Blencowe was to tripod up and shake a little bit, she might be able to get her off.
You can see Cris taking it, controlling the arms, pulling herself back.
Get to that. She needs to get. Arlene needs to get to her hands so she can start trying to wiggle off that other hook. She's working on the neck. When someone posts their hands, you should be trying to choke them. When they start to choke, then that means that they can't. They're going to defend or they're going to get choked out.
It's coming under the arm. When you don't see them, those do a lot of damage.
What Cris did there was very nice. She actually put her in the half Nelson to keep her head down, because anyone would know that if you're trying to get up and your head is pointed down, it's a lot harder than it seems.
He's one of the best men in MMA, gentlemen, 10 seconds, to the highest of levels.
He's working it out with Mike Tyson.
That says it all. She said has given her some insight to Cris Cyborg, because Holly Holm is the person who took Cris Cyborg the full 25 minutes.
Arlene, take 3 steps back. She needs to make sure a step back and left or right. Don't go straight back. If Cris was to rush her, blitz her, land a strike, you're going to end up in a position where you're back against the fence. She needs to get off that fence.
Very nice little dip and rip by Cris Cyborg. She is just angles, lighting her
So
up.
nasty here. Arlene Blencowe has not been stopped in over 5 years. That was by Marlos Kunin.
Well, if this continues on, she's going to have a hard time staying in this fight. She's taking some heavy, big shots, Mike. That's a lot of shoulder pressure, Josh. Right to mount.
all Cyborg so far.
Just having Arlene Blencowe carry all the weight, put the shoulder pressure in the chin. She's holding at the neck there and doing damage. She looks for the ref to step in here at any moment, John.
She is taking some heavy shots.
Right now, she's turning the wrong way, which is giving her a back.
Could Cris Cyborg defend her title with her first career win by submission?
She's gonna get it right now, Mike. She's slipping in, and there's a lot of weight on top.
It is all over, just like that. Cris Cyborg, her first career win by submission. She defends her Featherweight World Championship.
Left, right, left, right, left, right.
Oh, there she's throwing effective left rights and the left hook on the exit. And you know she had suffered the knockout loss to Amanda Nunes, and a loss is supposed to be a learning experience, and she has learned and made adjustments since then. Lead left uppercut by Smith, the calf kick, and then Cyborg beautifully executed 1-2 combination through the guard of Leslie Smith. Midway point of the first.
Smith had landed that right hand, but Cyborg returned.
Oh, and another right cross and the left hook that landed for Smith. There's the 1-2 drop, Smith, and Cyborg pounces.
Nice step over. That was a beautiful move by Cris. She anticipated Leslie going to her knees, steps right over it.
Leslie Smith putting her hand down. There's a knee to the belly. Wow, what a suplex by Cris Cyborg. Mamma mia! And then a series of hammer fists on Leslie Smith. Explosive suplex by the champ.
That's the difference of Cris Cyborg compared to most women fighters. She has that explosive strength where she could just basically ragdoll her opponent.
Cyborg, well, leading the striking parade.
Well, there's no doubt. She's winning that right now, and she's landed the heavier, bigger strikes in this fight. There's a lot of time left in the fight. Takes the proper steps. Not only come across, but even towards Leslie, which stops her motion.
Right hand to the body and another body kick, and Leslie Smith fires back, allowing herself to reset in the center. She said something interesting. When she first started career, she felt that she almost had to, quote, fight like a man to earn respect, and there were those gym wars at shooter boxing. And again, we are seeing the maturation, and there's a reason for her longevity, John. If she would have continued to be that force of nature, who knows what, but she's made the adjustments, and here she is now at the age of 35 on top of the mountain and landing a beautiful combination on Leslie Smith's face. Really leading the life of a champion out at Huntington Beach, California. Oh, she got wrong in the work, and there's Smith knocking up body kick by Cris Cyborg. She smells the kill here, and Smith trying her best to defend, but gets taken down.
She got hit by a huge right hand that hurt her badly.
Smith fainting with the kick, and Cyborg again looking to maybe try to catch and then go for the takedown just like that, the trip, the sweep, and Cyborg has Leslie Smith's back momentarily. Good escape by Smith.
Beautifully done by Cris Cyborg as far as the timing of that, and a nice job getting that scramble, to get into the scramble, not accept the position by Leslie Smith that gets her back to her feet.
Cyborg continues to attack the lead leg of Leslie Smith. The champion is Leslie Smith trying to fire back, but then eats 3 punches, the kick, and then Leslie Smith coming forward, catching the kick, trying to take the champion off her feet. No luck.
Not even close. Put a hand in the round. You're all right. You're all right.
It's a battle of the corners to try to curry favor with the judges.
Exactly it.
Oh, nice jab, sharp, stiff jab lands by Smith.
Beautiful left hand, right
body kicks.
This is where Cris needs it. Notice that the hands are starting to slip down a little bit on Cris.
Front kick and then the counterattack from Cris Cyborg.
Here's your strike stats right now. 22 of 100 for Leslie Smith. 86 landed strikes by Cris Cyborg.
Landing almost half of her strikes, now has Leslie Smith's back. Remember, Cyborg in her first title defense, coming off her first submission win via rear naked choke. Now Smith looking for that double wrist lock.
Look at you catch wrestler.
Hey,
Excuse me, Josh Barnett.
Another one of my former broadcast partners.
Grab your skirt. You can grab your skirt.
Probably the best round for Leslie Smith. She really was competitive in the round, but still did not take the round. The guy that you forgot is Jose Landis.
Well, you and I will never forget him because we were there cage side in Montreal when he snapped his leg against Brian Gassaway.
Yes, we were. That was a nasty side, but what a fighter he was. I'm looking at Leslie Smith and I'm saying, man, she's doing everything she can. She's trying to create pressure. She's trying to create it in a smart way, which is different than what we've seen her sometimes in her fights. She's such a just go-ahead forward fighter, but she can't do that with the power of Cris.
Well, a much different fight than we saw in the first and only 81 seconds of their first meeting. And whacking combination from Cris Cyborg again. But it's been a battering ram jab through. And there's a right hand that knocks Leslie Smith to the ground. May have been a little off balance, but it landed. And now Cyborg feeding series of left hands, and yet Leslie Smith able to circle out and reset in the center of the cage. 151 total strikes landed for the champion.
Big right hand. Leslie Smith may not walk out of this cage with the belt and winning tonight, but she has definitely redeemed herself as far as what occurred in that first fight. Now she thought it was stopped.
Oh, right hand dropping Leslie Smith. We wondered if it would end in dramatic fashion. Cris Cyborg looking to put an exclamation point on the proceedings. 20 seconds left. Leslie Smith is a survivor, but can she survive the final 10 seconds? She does not. Cris Cyborg successfully defends the Bellator Featherweight Championship with her 19th knockout.
See, using that left jab, brings the kick into the leg. Watch the right hand. Boom! Right on the button. Puts Leslie down, and she is seriously hurt. She's trying to bring her legs up to help defend. Again, here's the angle of that. Right hand, snapping that head around.
Immediately, Cyborg stalking Kavanagh, rattling her with the right hand, and Kavanagh firing back, but Cyborg looking to score that early takedown, working with Antonio McGee, and Kavanagh predicted that Cyborg would go for an early takedown.
Oh, that's what she does. Look, exactly what you saw Cris do. She blitzes in, forces her opponent to the cage. She'll land some good knees here, work on her, and then kind of break away, and then you're going to see her make that blitz again.
Knee to the midsection, another knee, the separation, and the left and right. Cyborg opening up on Kavanagh. Kavanagh trying to fire back. It's all about becoming comfortable in uncomfortable situations. It doesn't get much more uncomfortable than being in there with one of the greatest in Cris Cyborg.
That was right there what you see. Kavanagh moving, using lateral movement. Don't allow Cris to throw that blitz and get you against the cage.
Oh, and it is right hand, hammer fist. Cris Cyborg makes the statement.
And then bounces off of the cage, lands that right hand. Sinead still throwing, but that right hand lands again. Puts her down. You see her go out there. You saw her go limp.